Alright, today is cage cleaning day. Yay! Right now, Mr. Viserion is hanging out on his playground. We've got a couple of doobies hanging around for him to have fun with. And he's just kind of chilling. We keep this on top of a large cabinet and out of the reach of really anything else that he can get to. Hi! It's kind of dark in here because the weather's yucky. So let's go over here to his cage. We've got all of his plants sitting out. Ignore the cat toys. So that way his plants can be cleaned off. His umbrella, his pothos, and his dracania. And over here, of course, is his cage. Now it's missing a lot of the vines and so forth because obviously we're taking them out to clean them. And that right there are some of them. And we're taking them outside to a hose to really clean them off. Now some of this is going to be gross. Like I said, we're in the middle of cleaning. That up there is his T5 Arcadia light fixture and light. And its heating bulb, which right now, because it's getting cooler, is 100 watt. We have it so high because of how far down his perch point is, where he can access the heat. We have linoleum lined up around on the doors and the sides to prevent him from going any higher. Prevents burns and so forth, and that way he can't get that high. It's the same linoleum that we used on the back of the cage. Again, there's some more of it just to show you. And it doesn't look too bad either, as far as the looks of the cage. So, down here, the tray is missing, which normally sits on top of the drainage. This is at an angle, as you can see, and all it is 2 Sterilite containers, large containers, that were silicone together to create the angle for the drainage, and obviously that's all nasty dirt and yucks. So again, I'm sorry about the gross. That right there is one drainage hole, and that right there is the other drainage hole, which is also going to be worked on. We've got just plastic sitting right here to prevent any of the water from getting into any of the crevices that aren't sealed. But up here in the top left is his Climax misting nozzle. Ignore that hole up at the top. That was something one of the cats did before we had that metal grate up there. But it is sealed. Excuse me. And then over here we have his nanny cam set up in the corner. It's just a cheap $20 phone we got from a dollar store and never activated it, and just hooked it up to the Wi-Fi. And what we did is downloaded the Alfred Nanny Cam app on both that phone as well as our phones, and we can access it anytime. To get a better view of the drainage without that cover on it right now, down here is where we keep his feeders and of course his vitamins and so forth. We do mark when they're opened or which one is open, because in the back we have extras that have not been opened. But on especially the multivitamins, we did put an O and the date that they were opened. And of course the extra vitamin A, because the Herpavite multivitamin only has beta carotene in it. And so anyway, back in the back you can see the drainage tubes and all that we use to create the hole are Dr. Pepper 20-ounce lids with the bottle cap still on it. It helps secure it in place, and then siliconed it. But here you can really see the 2 Sterilite containers where they were joined together. But with them being siliconed right here, it secures it. as well as being screwed in. Now, this tube, I know it's kind of dark, but it leads out to the side of the cage. And, excuse me, which I will show you, yeah, we do have some leakage issues, but we are going to put some foam, sealant foam in it today since we're cleaning it out. And ignore the vacuum cleaner, that's to keep the kids away and the animals away from this area. An empty 5-gallon container, and you can see where the tube comes out and goes into the 5-gallon container to drain. Those are already filled with filtered water, and we don't use RO water, although it is recommended, but we don't do that because we clean the nozzles regularly and make sure there's no backup. There's the Climate's pump, and we have plastic on this side of his cage to prevent any of the water from coming onto the pump and ruining it. This is the tank or sterilite container as to which the Climate's pulls water from. And we have a fish tank heater in there. And since it's getting colder outside, we took an old car window protector or visor and used that around it to help hold the heat that the fish tank heater is using. So that's the basic of our setup, and I will post another picture once we're done. Eventually we are going to put blinds up, bamboo blinds, and then put some molding up around the edges, simply to prevent anything or anybody from getting up there to affect the lights. And here is the bottom of the cage. It's got 2 hooks to make it easy to pull out of the cage. And again, we've got the metal grate on one side, which helps support the weight of the plants. And then screen on this side so that water can drain through. But this sits on top of this, which I will show you in the next video.